Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Tiffany Zhao. I'm the Director of Business Development at Pony.ai, a company that builds technology to enable smart and connected vehicles. So what that means for us today is that we aim to build the safest and most reliable full-stack software solution for self-driving vehicles. We're still a fairly young company. We were founded at the end of 2016, but we've been able to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. We have offices both here in the Valley as well as in China. Part of why we've been able to move so quickly is because of our technical and experienced leadership team. James Peng, our co-founder and CEO, was previously the chief architect at Baidu, where he led a number of technical areas, including the autonomous driving division when they set that up several years ago. He began his career at Google as a software engineer after earning his PhD from Stanford. Tiancheng Lo, who's our co-founder and CTO, is something of a celebrity within the programming community, particularly within China. He has been the #1 ranked top coder in the China competitions for the past 10 consecutive years, as well as top 3 globally. And he actually began his career at Google X on the self-driving car project before it became Waymo. Harry Hu, who's our COO, comes to us primarily from a tech investing background, and he also has experience as a C-level executive in a tech startup in China. And finally, we are very proud and honored to call Dr. Andrew Yao, the sole Chinese recipient of Computer Science's Turing Award, our chief advisor to the company. So a little bit more about our technology. When I say full stack software, I truly mean full stack. So we build every module from localization, including our own HD mapping database, to perception, path planning, prediction, control. We also build our own infrastructure, including our own operating system layer. We do this because we truly believe that self-driving is a systems-level technology. Its success, reliability, safety will depend just as much on the strength of each individual module as it does on the harmony between all of these modules. But so beyond really strong technology, what else matters in this space? Autonomous vehicles is one of these areas that we've been hearing a lot about, and there's no denying that it's the future. But we recognize that it's going to take more than just really strong technology to deploy these vehicles safely and successfully. We think it's going to be 3 things. So of course, self-driving technology is and always will be of paramount importance, but it is impossible to do this without integration and the ability to scale and volume produce. So this means integrating and working very, very closely with the traditional automotive space. In terms of operational environment, we also believe that it's really important to have an inviting, well-defined environment as well as a friendly regulatory environment. Pony is advantage in all 3 of these areas. So I spoke a little bit about our technology earlier, and I'm happy to share more later today. In terms of vehicle production, we're working closely with players in the automotive space to integrate our technology and develop a full optimized system. Earlier this year, we announced a partnership with Guangzhou Automobile Group, the 2nd largest car maker in China, and we have more to come on that front, so stay tuned. And finally, in terms of operational environment, we are deploying our ride-hailing fleet in the near term in China, which is unique not only in its consumer support, but also in its government support. And so we believe in many ways may be faster to commercialize than some of the other larger markets. And so before I go, I'd like to share a video because I think that's the second best to actually experiencing a demo yourself. And so what I'm about to show is a video that was taken in January of this year in Guangzhou, which is the site of our China headquarters. So here we're driving in autonomous mode. We make a right turn onto one of the busiest streets in Nansha, which is the area in which we operate, followed by 3 consecutive lane changes. So let me orient you very quickly. Of course, the top banner is the road view. On the bottom left, you have the driver and steering wheel view, and on the bottom right, you have data that's being picked up by our LiDAR system. You can also notice that the weather is not so great. It's cloudy and it's raining, which is actually very typical weather condition in southern China. And so here we're stopped at a red light. We're waiting for a protected left turn. And after the light turns green and we make our left turn, it gets a little bit more interesting, so you can pay special attention after that happens. So here our light turns green, we make our left. Immediately, a cyclist swerves into our lane. We slow down. We eventually bypass the cyclist once we determine it's safe enough to do so, even though there's oncoming traffic on the lane next to us. We start to accelerate, and then a pedestrian crosses our path Once again, we slow down, wait for him to pass, and then proceed on our way safely once we determine it's safe to do so. And so this is just one example of the very, very many unexpected scenarios we encounter daily, especially in China. And so since our operations began there just at the end of last year, our technology and our algorithms has already been able to achieve a new level of performance. Thank you very much.